Well, day before yesterday, searches were carried out at the residence of 3 editors of The Wire in connection with an FIR that has been registered against the portal based on a complaint by BJP's IT cell head Amit Malviya. Electronic devices were also seized from them for cloning, which included an iPhone and iPad from MK Venu and a MacBook, 2 iPhones and an iPad from Siddharth Varadarajan. The police have clarified that all of this was part of the ongoing investigation and all the searches have been recorded on camera.
But soon after that, The Wire issued a statement saying that while they have completely cooperated the entire process, they fear that the process is now being vitiated against them. The charge that they have been leveling is that the police did not provide them with the hash value of digital devices that have been seized. In the absence of the said integrity of the device and its data may be compromised. Simply put, that the police may tamper with the devices as they had seized them. They also alleged that despite full cooperation, the offices of The Wire that was subjected to a search, and one of the lawyers was allegedly physically pushed by the police officers.
In fact, soon after that, The Wire also got support from the other quarters, from politicians to reporter collectives. They all variously dubbed the legal process as an act of vendetta and a witch hunt. Some even questioned the police's proactiveness, especially at a time when The Wire had retracted their story.
So the gist being that there are anti-establishment voices that must not be silenced and they must be supported despite acknowledging that their content was false. As far as The Wire is concerned, this is the statement thereafter they had issued right after the searches were conducted.
Absolute, the abuse of power and the Outrageous Act, and this is a direct attack on the press freedom and also the liberty of the people. And I think this is, you cannot excuse this. When the entire nation should have, or the administration should have focused on arresting the culprits in Morbid Bridge, collapse of the Morbid Bridge. They are blind about the situation in the country. They are only concerned about their own existence, their own progress, and their own elections.
But now more questions continue to come in on the editors of The Wire itself, because the crime branch, remember, had searched several of the premises that are related to this. So the allegation is that the rebuttal to the stories that have been published, Siddharth Varadarajan had said that his stories came from multiple meta sources whom he had met, but did not lie about meeting and verifying the sources. In fact, on October 11th, he had that Meta wanted them to believe that a call from Meta India representative to its deputy editor was fake. But the question arises, did Varadarajan lie about getting a call from Meta firm?
So similarly, on what basis did The Wire take source-based information claims at face value? And why didn't they cross-verify or fact-check the credibility of the said source? Because the centre has now slammed The Wire for absolving itself after indulging in a misinformation campaign to that effect when it comes to the case that has now been booked by the BJP leader Amit Malviya.
I think the consequences of that report have been fairly consistent with what they have done in the past, and I suspect is very core to their strategy, which is they shoot first and there is an underlying sense that their objective is more of a pre-invested narrative of slandering people. And I think that is why Amit Malviya has approached the courts. Absolutely unfortunate that there are platforms like this that are going around peddling stories that are, at the best they are wrong, and at the worst they are manufactured with malintent. So it's not healthy for a country of ours, which is 80 crore Indians online. We have done studies in the ministry that misinformation travels faster than and wider and creates a wider audience than the correct information by almost a factor of 8 to 10 times the speed, and significantly higher numbers of audience that it reaches. That is the very nature of intermediaries and social media platforms.
But why the allegation of due process not followed doesn't hold water? Let's talk about that. The notice for searches was issued under Section 91 of the CRPC, which is invoked after the FIR has been filed to seek the documents and evidence summons.
So the Wire in its statement has admitted that the notice was indeed issued to them, but there was a certain ecosystem when it says that the cops are acting on private defamation case, but it forgets that the FIR mentions cheating, forgery, criminal conspiracy to tarnish the image of the BJP leader Amit Malviya, who in return had filed this case against the Fire. Let me go across to Bhavtosh, who is joining us live right now, because Bhavtosh, certain questions that still remain unanswered when it comes to the said sources that they were working on the story, but also going on to file a counter case against the said source, saying that there was fabricated information that was provided to them.
Amita, it's no longer a private complaint or a civil complaint. It's a criminal investigation, and the police is within its right to seize electronic gadgets. And police, in fact, had served them notice under Section 91 of CRPC, and they did so. The Wire might claim that it's a private defamation, but the police have said that they converted the private complaint of Amit Malviya into an FIR, and subsequently to that they carried out these searches. Now, these searches went at 4 places at the founding editors of the Wire, including that of Siddharth Varadarajan and also that of MK Venu and Siddharth Bhatia in Mumbai. And they have said that post seizing these electronic gadgets, which included iPad, iPhones as well as MacBook, they will go through these electronic evidence and then will decide when to issue the summons. No summons have been issued, no one has been detained, and they have also rubbished the charges that their lawyer has been manhandled. They completely denied these charges. They have said that when the searches happened, it was also electronically recorded, and they have completely denied any of the charges that have been leveled by the Wire, that any of the staffs of the Wire have been assaulted. They have said that due process was followed when the searches happened. They have admitted that hard disks were also seized. Now, why this was done? They have said that the entire case is based on correspondence between Wire authors of this article and Devesh Kumar. They have also said that Siddharth Varadarajan has also given a private complaint, and that complaint is being pursued.
Because there is a certain ecosystem there, Bhavtosh, that we are talking about, who are lending their support or providing cover fire to the Fire, and the publication of the said article, which the Wire in a way had retracted, also saying that there was fabricated information that was shared with them. But let's talk about the said ecosystem, because now they have been coming out to condemn the searches that is legally being done by the crime branch of the Delhi police. This is the Press Club of India that has now come out with the statement, and they have been saying that they are concerned over the Delhi police action that has taken place. This is the Press Club of India now defending the said publication, because they have been saying, as far as the Wire is concerned, they have retracted the fabricated story, but also saying that this is in a way to witch hunt when it comes to the journalists and the idea to carry out journalism in a free and fair manner. Action smacks of sheer vendetta, and this is as far as the Press Club of India when it comes to the mass amalgamation of the journalists that have now come out and have defended the Wire, saying that this is a political witch hunt that is now happening against the publication, where having a chilling effect when it comes to such kind of investigation and such actions, also impact of the freedom of speech. So right here, this is the selectivism of the ecosystem that we are talking about, Pratibha, which comes out to show only one part of the story as far as the Wire is concerned, which is now following a perfectly legal process, as the crime branch even conducted searches at the editors, their founders' residences, and even at the office.
Absolutely. So the charge being that the ecosystem has come down and has come out to defend the Wire, Bhavtosh, the questions that were raised also being that it was political vendetta. In fact, several had also taken to Twitter to say that this is a private complaint. Since when has the police become so efficient and quick that they start raiding houses based on that? That was a tweet that had come in from one of the Congress leaders as well. So now, as you just told us, this is no longer a private complaint. This is a criminal proceeding that's going on. Cheating, forgery, these are the charges against the Wire, because even in their apology, of course, they've shifted the blame completely on the source, Devesh Kumar, one of their reporters as well, who has deleted all their social content. But the question of cheating and forgery is still not being answered, and that is what the complaint is about.
Yes, it's true that he has deleted his social media profile. At the same time, apology, if you see Pratibha, the apology is to the readers, not to Amit Malviya, not to people who have been directly affected. And this entire series of articles that started, it started not in October, it started way back in January when the TED Talk controversy started. Now, The Wire on its part had said that there was a mass surveillance that started happening and the government was powerful that it can take down any of the Instagram posts, or for that matter any of the posts that was available on social media. If anyone posts anything that is critical to the government or critical to the BJP party. Now, if you just go through Amit Malviya complaint, Amit Malviya makes it very clear that he was in fact targeted in a manner which was in fact could have in fact affected his reputation and that of his party. He claims that this was done in a concerted manner, and this was done not on one single day on one article, but was done in a series of articles, and that's what his complaint is. And the police have said that they will also look into the possibility of a criminal conspiracy and common intention, not limited to just people which could be named in the FIR, but of other individuals who could have conspired together and then carried out this entire
all right, with the investigation that is happening, but cover fire also being provided, The Wire coming out with a statement saying that they have fully cooperated with the crime branch, but also saying as far as allegations that are being leveled when it comes to the electronic devices for now that have been seized by the crime branch officials. We'll be back with more information on that. Bhavtosh, thank you very much for joining in. Let's shift our focus